I've been on my worst behavior, but baby, I don't need no savior. I'm way out of line, but I kinda like the way
Hello my beautiful beauties. If you're new here, my name is Sierra Beauty and I love all things when it comes to beauty, to fashion, to makeup, to hair, and also to spirituality. So if you love all of those things and want to be besties, you should definitely subscribe and follow my social medias down below so we can be besties. But if you haven't noticed, I'm a little quieter than normal because I'm filming a video, but I do have Josh sleeping in the other room, so I'm being a little quieter, I'm being a little softer. Excuse my hair, it's a little crazy right now because today's wash day and we haven't done that yet, so bear with me. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a get ready with me because I do have to run some errands today. I'm going to try to do that, but if not, it's okay. And then I got to edit a bunch of stuff. I have to edit a podcast episode and then edit this video. So I have to do a bunch of stuff because at the end of the week we have posting day. But yeah, I have a lot of errands and I have to go to the UPS store and we're just gonna get ready. And since I've been kind of MIA for a while, I wanted to sit down and catch up with you guys and see how you guys are doing. I do have some questions that were given to me that we can catch up on. I may not go through all of them, but I do have some questions that we can go over since I have been MIA for a while. If you're getting ready to, I would grab your makeup. I got my coffee here, so we're gonna be chilling. I don't know what kind of look I want to do, but it's errand day, so I might go like everyday makeup or natural makeup, or I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to remember to tell you guys. I'm sorry I got distracted because as I was looking at the time, it says 222. I don't think you can see that, but it says 222. And when I tell you I have been on a spiritual journey right now, I've been in my spiritual awakening. I'm just starting to make the leap of going or doing YouTube full time. So I took a leap of faith and I'm getting confirmations on a regular basis that what I'm doing is the right thing to do. So just excited about that. So when I saw 222, it was kind of like really nice to see. I'm just gonna do a quick cleanse to my face. I've already cleaned my face, but that was earlier today and it's already 2 o'clock. So I'm just doing micellar water. I'm just doing a quick like refresh to my skin. So I just take a little bit of that in a cotton pad and I'm just gonna clean my face. I'm gonna bring this mirror up. I hope it doesn't block. I just need to see what I'm doing. But yeah, I've been MIA because I had like job changes and schedule changes, and then I was like, you know what, like I'm not happy, this is not serving me, let me do something that makes me happy. And what I decided to do was just commit to doing YouTube full time and doing like social media and stuff like that full time. And then I also have businesses I want to launch, and then I also have content I want to launch and do all that great stuff. So I was basically putting everything down and putting my focus onto one passion. So that's what I've been trying to do lately, and I've been doing it for the past couple days and I've been feeling pretty good about it. But I'm not gonna lie, when you go all in on something and it's taking a leap of faith, it's like scary. Don't ask me why I'm drinking coffee at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't worry about it. I don't know what look I want to do. I might go in with something just like every day since we're just running errands. But I think to start off, I don't really know. Let me just moisturize. And what I'm going to do to moisturize is I'm just going to take some shea butter. This is something I got on Amazon like a while ago. This is the African shea butter, 100% natural. I'm working on my storefront, my Amazon storefront right now, so that's a work in progress, but I got this from Amazon. I'll link it down below, or at least something that's very similar to this, where you can get it, because I just got on Amazon, and it's just 100% shea butter. And I use this on my skin, on my body, like, or on my face. It's really good for moisturizing. It also says it helps with dry skin and eczema, muscle relaxation. It's a natural sunscreen, and then also it has vitamins E and vitamin D. It helps with dark spots, hence vitamin E. So I'm just gonna use, and I've used this up, like, I've had this for a while. I might need to replace it, but it's been getting the job done. I will say it doesn't smell the greatest, but you know, I'd rather it smell a little weird than like have like skin issues. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't have like a mic, just the mic that comes with my camera. I'm working on getting that too, but you know, I want to get something that I actually like and enjoy. Like, I don't want to settle. So I hope you guys can, the audio is okay, and if not, I'll try to like do my best to like spruce it up in editing. Next, I'm just gonna take some Milk Hydro Primer. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, like a pump, and I'm just gonna put that on my oily T-zone areas where product likes to move and separate. Back to going YouTube full time. It's a little scary, I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm gonna try not to shake my desk too, sorry about that, but it's a little scary because I'm kind of trusting the universe, and I'm trusting my higher self when it comes to this process, because I'm an Aries, so I always want some type of control over what's happening, or at least want to know what's going on. I don't like to not be in the loop. So when I kept getting signs that what I was currently doing wasn't serving me and I needed to make a change, when I did it, I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a backup plan. Like, I was just like winging everything. And so far so good. Like, I think what makes me like emotional about it is that like I took a leap of faith, but I'm still okay. I think that was the subconscious worry, is that, oh, you took a leap of faith, or you were told to jump, like the universe told you to jump, but you're like, I don't know where the hell I'm landing, so why would you just want me to jump? And it's like your subconscious wants to protect you, so you get hesitant. And this was the first time, like first real time, that I've said, okay, fuck it, like I'm just gonna jump and I'm gonna put it all in your hands, like it's all you. And what makes me emotional lately is like, oh my god, I'm still okay. Like, good things are happening. I'm getting good signs, good things are happening. It's just like exciting, and it's also like a weight lifted off my shoulder, because like I don't have to control it, like I don't have to do anything. It's just like, it just works. So that's like what's been going on with me lately. If you want me to have like a more in-depth video of like going working on YouTube full time, or also like my daily life or like routine, or I'm definitely going to be making routine videos, like morning routines or night routines. But if you want me to make more of an in-depth video of like how my process was mentally, physically, going YouTube full time, or even financially, like let me know and I can make a video that goes into depth of that, because it's a scary process. But if it's something that you really want to do, it's definitely worth doing. It's definitely a risk worth to take, 100%. I'm using the two different types of concealers, but I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Creamy Concealer. I'm using two colors. The first one's in dark and the other one is in medium, because they're like my perfect shade when I mix them together. When I'm more on the tan side, I'll just use medium, but so far the medium no, I'm sorry, if I'm on the tan side, I use dark, but lately I haven't been out in the sun that much, so mixing them has worked perfect for me. So let me answer some of the questions that I have here. Are you and Josh still together? Yes, we are still together. We did have a little bit of a rough patch, I'm not gonna lie. We did have a little bit of a rough patch, thinking that we might not be able to be together, and then we somehow worked through it, and we're better than we were before, which is really crazy. But yes, we are still together and we still live together. Have you lost your passion with YouTube? That's a great question. I have not lost my passion with YouTube, hence why I'm back on it. I feel like, on a realistic note, I've lost, or I was too hard on myself, or maybe lost the motivation, or lost the discipline. No, I take that back. Lost the discipline and of YouTube, and was really hard on myself about YouTube, because I would be really hard on myself when it came to how the videos looked, the content I was putting out, and I would bash myself because I'm like, it's not up to my standards, and it would make me not want to edit or put a video out because I'm a perfectionist. And something I had to learn, and something that I'm still learning, is that not everything's going to be perfect. Like, let's say a year or two down the line, and if I stopped doing YouTube, like, if I completely stopped, I would regret it, because even if I put out a video and built a community that I loved and was passionate about, if I didn't do that because I was hesitant or a perfectionist about it, then I would regret not taking that risk and that leap. So I haven't lost my passion with YouTube, but I did lose my discipline with it, and also like trying to learn to be kinder to myself when it comes to it as well. So the face is set, and we set our concealer, and I did my brows off camera. I totally forgot, which is actually a no-no. Before I set my face, I was supposed to put on some blush, and I forgot. So we're gonna try to do it, and hopefully it doesn't come out cakey. But I'm just gonna use the Rare Beauty cream blush in Believe. This blush, this blush is so good. And a little goes a long way, and it actually works really well with my skin tone. So I'm just gonna take, all I really need is 2 dots. That's literally all I need. And then I'm just gonna take a little spongy sponge, and I'm just gonna go over it. But now I'm gonna go in with, over top of it, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. This is a really old, like, Rimmel bronzer in dark. They had 3 shades, light, medium, dark, and I'm just using it till I hit pan with it, so I'm just trying to use it till it's done. So this is what I've been using because the color is really nice. When you say you're spiritual, what do you mean? I like this question. So what I mean by spiritual is, I believe in God. Yes, I believe there is a God, and I believe in Jesus Christ, and I do believe Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior and is the Son of God. I do believe in God, but I also believe that God also created the universe, and God also created our spirit guides and our higher self, and he also created our intuition, and he also created energy and frequency. So I look at my spirituality as more of a universal sense. So I relate to God as the universe, and I believe I have a spiritual support system. So I believe I have past loved ones, protectors. I have spirit guides who have never been in the physical world. I have a higher self who's my intuition, and I do have spiritual abilities as well. And I also am a crystal collector. I have a slight obsession with crystals, and also I believe in like tarot cards. I feel like that's a way of communication, and also guidance and growth, and also oracle cards and runes. So I feel like everything has a meaning, and nothing happens just because. Nothing's a coincidence. I feel like everything happens for a reason, even if it doesn't make sense. So that's something I believe in. I've noticed when I've dove into what feels right to me, I've met more people like me. So that's what I mean when I say spiritual. It's not the traditional Christian, but I consider myself spiritual, which is more broad and more open. I'm very open-minded when it comes to different realities and also different timelines and infinite possibilities. And I believe in manifestation, and I believe of the 18 laws of the universe, and I believe in law of attraction. So I'm very spiritual when it comes to things like that. I'm just gonna go in with some highlighter, and this is the Becca Champagne Pop of the Jaclyn Hill collaboration. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a crazy Jaclyn Hill fan anymore, but man, this blush is beautiful. I mean, not blush, highlighter is gorgeous. Even though I'm already kind of glistening, there's one little extra. Are you gonna be filming more videos? Yes, since I'm going into YouTube full time, I am going to be creating more videos. I'm going to try to make a schedule where I'm posting once a week. It'll be every Saturday, but we'll see how that goes, because I just actually redid my content calendar, and I redid you know, planning and brainstorming for the page and for the brand of Sierra Beauty. So yes, I will be filming more. It'll be every Saturday. Next, I'm gonna go in with this old Elf palette, and it's just like a matte, it's Mad from Matte palette, and it just has the matte colors in there. I'm just gonna go in and do a little bit of color on the lid. Are you creating a guide of how to manifest? Good question. I'm not creating a guide of how to manifest, but what I am doing is creating a platform where I can be there for people, especially women, and especially women of color. I want to be there for my community, and I want to be there when I wish somebody was there for me. I wish somebody was making videos like this for me. And my goal is to build a community. That's my #1 goal with my platforms, is to build a community that I love and that I trust, and also building a community that can help others one by one. So I'm not necessarily building a manifestation guide, but what I'm doing is creating platforms where I have advice of how I do it and how I've overcome obstacles in my life. So for example, this YouTube channel is a platform for it, and also I'll have it linked down below. I do have a podcast, and it is Divine Escape Podcast. It is on Spotify. I will link that in the description as well, so that way you can check that out. And that's where I go more in depth about spirituality, growth, manifestation, healing traumas. That's when I go more into depth of that. I don't really go into depth on these videos, but if you want to get more like advice, or even just have a conversation about it, my podcast is down below, and you can check that out. With my podcast, I'll be posting episodes every Friday, and then YouTube is every Saturday. Now I'm just gonna put a little bit on my lash line with the same colors I went in with. I just went with 2 colors. One's a lighter brown and one's a darker brown. That's literally all I'm doing. And I'm just gonna go in and do the same thing that I did on the top, but just do it on the bottom. If you and your boyfriend are still together, do you have any advice when it comes to being strong in a relationship? What I was gonna do possibly next week is have a video with me and Josh, do like a couples video. I don't know if I want to do like a vlog or do like a Q&A, not really sure, but I was gonna have a video where I introduce Josh into the channel as well, and we can go more into depth about your questions. But also in my podcast, that is the best place to go to right now, because in my podcast I do talk about relationships and I do talk about love languages. So I would go down below to my podcast to get more information about that. Honestly, as a first step, communication. It's so cliche, but communication. Because if you're not on the same page, it doesn't matter what I suggest to you, it's not going to work. Or you're not, because you're not going to be on the same page. Not saying your relationship is not going to work, but saying that all the goals you're trying to accomplish with your relationship, it's going to be at a standstill because you're not on the same page with each other. So I would talk with your partner and kind of figure out what's your goal of the relationship, what's your goal that you see, or what do you see yourself, or what do you want to be in the next 5 years? Do you want to be married? Do you want to be living together? Do you want to be like have a stronger bond? Do you want to have kids? And so that way you're kind of on the same page of what you look for in the relationship. And then also ask each other, like, what's something I do that doesn't help you or show you love? Turn everything off, turn off the TV, turn off everything, and just sit in front of each other and just ask each other questions. It's so many times, it's so crazy how like we could, like for example, me and Josh, we live together, we see each other every day, but sometimes we don't talk about things. Like we could see each other and be around each other every day, but we don't talk and like really talk. So I would recommend communication is the first step, and I would talk first to your partner of what you want and what you look for, so that way you both can be on the same page, because that's setting you up for success. All right, I'm gonna do a couple more questions, but I'm going to put on some mascara, and this is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I'm just gonna put some on my upper and lower lash line, and then we're gonna do lips, and then we'll be done. What is your insight with manifestation and the financial market? That is a great question, because right now in America, the value of the dollar is going to shit. So that's a great question. I go in more depth about that in my podcast, but to answer your question, the universe doesn't care about the financial market. To answer your question, the universe does not care. It doesn't mean that you are not deserving of financial freedom and the ability to do what you're passionate about, the ability to travel, to help people, whatever you want to do in your life. The universe does not care about the financial market, and you're still as capable and deserving of receiving as well as giving. So I would keep going with your manifestations. I wouldn't pause it or stop it just because the value of the dollar is changing. It might even get to the point of where you might have money coming from other places, to where it doesn't matter that the financial dollar is, or the US dollar is decreasing. So the universe does not care. It does not stop you from gaining what you're manifesting. What stops you is you thinking because the US dollar is going down in value that you're going down in value. That's the big picture. So I wouldn't stop changing, or I wouldn't stop your manifestations just because of what's going on in the world. It will fix itself. The natural world, or like the world has a yin and yang to it, and there's a balance. So it will fix itself. Trust me. It may not be the prettiest, but it will fix itself. And again, I honestly go into more depth about that in my podcast, and I'm also in the process of making my website and my blog. So I will definitely go into more depth about that. So when I finally launch those, which is in the making right now, when I launch those, I'll definitely be posting those on my channel, and also under my videos, so that way you can go to it, because I will have an email list where I have constant like weekly blogs or weekly like insights, where I give you certain advice or certain tips or things that I've went through that helped. So I'll definitely keep you guys up to date when it comes to that. What are you looking forward to accomplish when it comes to your footprint in social media? I love this question. That's such an in-depth question. I'm gonna do a lip liner. This is honestly, I don't know what brand this is. It's just a regular brown lip liner. But to answer your question, honestly, I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish, and I'm not really going to talk about them right now because, you know, I'm currently manifesting them. But I have a lot of goals I want to accomplish. My biggest thing is that I want to create a community. I feel like that's my number one goal or my footprint in the world is building a community. And when I build a community, I can be able to help people through that community, because I will help that person and they will help the next and they will help the next, and keep going and keep going. And I just want to heal the world one step at a time, or one person at a time. So I think my goal is building a community, because when I was young and I was struggling and I was broke and I was in depression and I was going through an abusive relationship, I wish I had this type of bond or person to look up to, or at least call as a friend, or someone who I can escape reality with and watch. I wish I had that. What I'm trying to build here. So I'm trying to create that community and help people. And there's so many things I want to do and accomplish. So, and I feel like this is the first step into that, because I want to do so many things. Like, on a realistic note, like, I want to do so many things. Like to give you a sneak peek, what I want to do will change the world. Like, I want to, I feel like no one should be without a home or some type of shelter, and I feel like no one should be without food. Like, no one should have to wonder, okay, I haven't eaten in 2 days. Do I want to pay a bill or do I want to eat? No one should have to make that decision, ever. So I have so many goals and things I want to accomplish, in organizations I'm working on. So like, I'm manifesting some things myself, and I just want to give back, but also do something I'm passionate about, because I love beauty. I love, fashion, and I love vlogging and influencing, and I love taking pictures and being all girly. So I feel like I do stuff I'm passionate about and also help people in the process. This is like an old L'Oreal matte lip gloss. I don't know, I'm just using that. I probably shouldn't use a matte lip gloss because my lips are a little dry. But it's actually really moisturizing, so I'm not mad. Thank you guys so much for watching. I honestly had a fabulous time getting ready and catching up with you guys. I absolutely love and adore you guys so much, and I can't wait to build this community. And I have a lot of things in store that I want to work on, and I would love to have your guys' support and also advice and constructive criticism on what you want and what you see and what more content you want me to dive into. But I'm just really excited. I got my feet wet again when it comes to this channel, and I'm starting to have a schedule where I'll be posting once a week now, every Saturday. So I definitely look forward to that. So I love you so much, my beautiful beauties, and I will see you in the next video. Do not forget to like and subscribe down below, and also check out my social medias and my podcast in the link down below, and definitely comment on what you want to see next and also what you enjoyed about this video the most. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
I've been on my worst